scary spot. No follow-up.
Oh shit, the game started?
Yeah, no follow-up. Should be the cap here for Team CC. And of course, when you play this very fast composition, it alleviates some of the coordination. When you're trying to play it more slow, right? Trying to be in line of sight of each other. Pineapple goes
Bron's
down.
got the ball. He's in the back
That's
line.
not good news for CC.
Far away. There's no brick to defend him. He's kiting away from the tracer.
Wait, how did Team CC insta cap? Wait, Lenny? Wait, stop playing with a demon.
Spacestation is winning the fight.
Oh, big bro, I'm sorry.
Did his job there, right? Like it's the tracer coming back off spawn to deal with him in that scenario, and Spacestation just cleaned up elsewhere in the fight. Super Rich is gonna be.
Should I just add the fucking emote, man? No, I have to be a good friend.
But still, though, this is a composition that CC actually can play. Lots of experience on this roster from the Overwatch League. Playing the Brick, Ana, Hayokan, formerly Super Rich was part of the Hangzhou Sport lineup with some of the ones again players. So
No.
busy in the backline now.
He's down by far away, but the nano onto Kellen. Gonna look to clutch this out. It's a 3v4, but Kellen still healthy, still riding the high of that nano. Gaga goes down, and so it's a 3-on-3 Bliss, stabilizing with Sugar Free Far, and now putting pressure onto Kellen.
Fuck you, man.
Primal, though. Gotta watch that Pineapple. Look,
Oh.
tries to find a connection, but it's Sugar Free who falls. Kellen,
I gotta let Lenny know he beautiful, man.
So low.
Barrage comes in, it does-
He majestical.
Can come through. Oh, it does finally. One last shot from CJ. Shuts down the Pharah. Space Station are going to elect to give that one up, though. They don't rip the Primal. They don't throw good money after that. They have the patience to re-up and come into the next spot.
No.
You don't need to rush into things. You don't need to overly invest in these fights. Already here, spotting.
Wait, pulse him if you go.
That should be the pick.
Oh.
Sugar Free. And now it's a 5 versus 4. You can take it slow. You can play the resource game. Put pressure onto the point, and slowly but surely you should win this one. Anti-nade from CG onto Jouchichan. Does get healed up, but so there was so much pressure here.
Bron's got the ball.
Wait, how did the backline live?
Still forced out.
Wait, what?
Trading backline. Team CC playing this one well, actually, despite being down.
Wait, how am I killing two? How am I killing two right now?
Both a Primal and a Far in the backline. Kellen, I don't think he can.
Oh my God, Gaga? Nah, Gaga Revenge Tour.
Spacestation had the ultimate advantage. They opened this one with a tracer pick. This was their fight to lose, and they threw it away.
Wow, that's an impressive fight win from CC. Had to expend some crucial ultimates, but I mean, you take that. Now you're 70% and counting. You're going to get up most likely to 99.
They losing because you ain't add the most. So if I add the most, you think they gonna win?
Room to operate here. Have the line of sight.
Kellen has already
Hey?
found Seeker, shuts down the main threat in Kaneki's Pharah. Gaga naded far away as well, and it's a full clean.
We use a lot of O's though. I think we chilling though.
CC off the map. And CC only with 87%. This is a really nice recap from SSG because even if they lose a fight, there's a chance that they're gonna get a last retouch well.
See, you spoke about it, and Seeker killed 3.
Now Team CC on the retake. Rally, Pulse Bomb, main tools to work with.
It's an interesting fight here, Jake. No big ultimates really on the board. It's a rally. Pineapple coming up on a pulse bomb. CJ's with the Nano.
All right, bro.
Okay, it's going to be the Nano who's on the Kellam. Going aggressive here.
Diving into
Psych.
the backline, looking
Got
for
your ass.
action. So far can't get much, but it's Seeker who finds far away, forced into the open from that Winston dive.
But Jama Sama thinks it's too much.
Up at 85, Bridge, she can't dive through, yeah, has above that rally, but Super Rich still incredible.
Wait, tell me why we're losing now. Why are we losing now? Why are we losing now? Why are we losing now? Wait. Why are we losing now?
Surely too much to overcome. Sugar Free falls.
Okay, if I add it, will we win? No.
A potentially awkward retake.
Okay.
10 seconds to work with.
I added it. Are we gonna win? Are we gonna win?
Kellam should get this touch. Buy some time for Sugar Free, but Sugar Free is so slow. Didn't catch a spawn wave at all. So this is essentially a 5 versus 4 fight for CC for the time being.
Nice minimal touch there from Kellen. Doesn't take too much damage. Very greedy touching for that
Sugar Free's back.
maximum possible overtime. Nano available though for Team CC.
Look, now we gonna win. Let me go hit this post bomb because I added it.
Seeker under pressure, flanked, hit from all sides. The rally's done to sleep, and they're completely controlling Gaga. Now, Sugar Free with the pulse bomb, looking for something, but CJ.
What'd I say?
Connection first, on under pressure. Brig takes a wayward pulse bomb off the ground. Don't touch those, Brig. Mara, last one up, and there's no shot in a 3v1. Comes in for a last-second touch. But that's Space Station Gaming taking round 1. What a control on Gaga's Winston. Couldn't even get the Primal off.
Wow, what a
Wait, how did Gaga not Primal? What?
Time for Sugar Free to get back into the fight. And then beautiful engage. Earns Space Station Gaming the first point here on Ilios. But that was a back and forth. I gotta say, Jake,
Competitive.
a little bit more life out of CC than I actually expected. I thought SSG would be quite dominant.
No, I can't see Chad. I can't see Chad. I can't see Chad.
I think Spacestation bringing out the Ashe here is nice. I mean, Pharah much stronger on well than
I can't see Chad.
I feel Ashe is going to have a little bit more dominance. Team CC, they need to keep the aggression up constantly. They need to be pressuring Seeker and keeping him down, not giving him angles from which to shoot. But that's far easier said than done with Kellen and Sugarfree. The amount of pressure they're putting on your backline, it's not so easy to keep on the gas.
Yeah, Kenneki's gonna stick on this Pharah. We'll have to capitalize on these rockets.
I can't see Chad. I can't see Chad. I can't see Chad.
Kenneki drops low actually. Gets healed up.
Gaga in trouble. Yeah, Tracer redive
And
back to the
whips.
high grab. I mean, Kellen's just full counter diving, full trading. Bliss and CJ taking a lot of folks.
So
You can't
low.
fight Seeker though, he's too healthy. And this wins.
Oh my God, he lived.
Both teams though going
Wait.
blow for blow.
Oh,
Kellen
Kenneki.
continue to fight despite being on low
Oh,
HP.
what?
Brings up here, helping to win this fight against the Ashe on the high ground. They know how important this position is. Gaga gets the nade, stabilizing for the moment off the back of that faraway. He's found two in the
Holy shit, far ways to go.
and the fight goes the way of Team CC.
Oh wow, it looked like Gaga was going down there for like 10 seconds, so low, but stays alive because of Farway's beautiful healing on the Ana. Hits a crucial butter grenade to flip that fight, of course. And they win first fight here now. Kenneki has the angles on the Pharah. Again, SSG, hard time walking up against this Pharah.
Yeah, early nano online for Team CC. They could put this on Gaga or Kenneki. The dive is going to be aggressive there. Instantly comes
whip.
up. The whip shot from Bliss is perfect. And this dive has no teeth. It's just Tracer, forced to read, forced to blink out of there. And the back cap coming in for Spaces. You've got to contest this.
Gotta contest this, but CC, they're fine for now. CJ coming up on the Nano, but
Irvin thinks it's too much. Woo. Yes, man, I've known this for the entire time.
Should be enough. Spacestation, though, they're trying to clutch this. They're going to dump the nano onto Seeker. He's being proud of the...
Oh!
He couldn't make it with the primal.
what in the world?
Oh my goodness, that's not a good spot to be. Winston falling off the map, and 3 ultis committed for Team CC, and they lose the fight. Now Kellen,
Blade staggers.
blood in the water, looking to clean up the backline, gets it done. And I mean, that's a dream for Spacestation Gaming, winning off the nano turn into a heavy commitment fight from Team CC. They may be down in percentage, but when the ultimate position is like this, you feel very good on an Ashe defending the point.
Yeah, retaking with the Pharah is going to be so difficult because you really don't have any angles whatsoever to shoot these rockets, right?
Voice OCE thinks of the year.
Supports need to fight for Team C. They cannot afford to back out. Pineapple drops the pulse, but no connection yet. Kellen forced into a primal bomb.
Oh my God, bro, Steel Team 6.
Got the ultimate in play. Bliss taking the rally fight, and that's a rally going down for Team CC. Space Station having a clear advantage in this fight. Gaga
Damn, talk about the iron backline.
but it's hopeless. The synchronicity really isn't there. Pineapple wasn't able to connect at the same time. Space Station make the hold, but it's expensive.
But that's what SSG got because they won that cheap fight earlier, only investing the Nano. You have those 4 ultimates to stay alive so long in that fight, and so
Okay.
Shots from
Keep with the momentum SSG.
off the break, and that's a painful one to lose so late. That's going to be a very slow spawn wave. Tracer still trying to stay on the map, still trying to fight, but Kellen happy to trade with this, force some blinks, force some cooldowns. Just
be last
playing
fight.
with a lot of confidence, farming up this next primal. And Nano's almost online for CJ. The retake is very scary for CC here. A nade connection would be deadly.
Kenneki drops low, gets Nano'd here, but it's a beautiful peel Nano onto Seeker.
Oh my.
Too much damage. 5 versus 4, they're just getting busy here. Last fight territory, Kenneki invests the barrage, and that should be CC at least staying alive in this map.
Kenneki very clean there. Sugarfree not giving this one up just yet. Has cleaned up a few targets, looking to stay alive behind enemy lines. And Team CC are very aware of this threat, but that also is going to create some opportunities to walk in down mid. Sugarfree has the pulse bomb. You got to be very careful here, Kenneki. Yeah, knows the threat
Recall.
is available. Great position there from far away on the high ground. Gaga rips the primal, and it's got to be back. They're trying to stay alive. He's trying to get Seeker, but failed jump from Gaga, and that's going to cost him. The boop's coming in. He's just getting controlled on this Winston. Looking for Seeker's getting line, and Sugarfree finds the pulse bomb. Now it's Kellen's turn with the primal in the enemy backline.
Holy shit, man.
That's map over, SSG. stalls out that fight beautifully, staying alive, pocketing Seeker, ensuring his survival, and then they flip it.
He pulls a Pharaoh. We didn't get that.
Of course. Really well, patient play from SSG earns them map 1 here on Ilios against CC. That's exactly what we wanted to see from SSG in this first map of the series.
Yeah, they knew the dives had to come in. They really
There's the smiles.
played so patient there, constantly giving the nanos defensively to Seeker. Kellen also constantly counter diving the Winston jumps, bubbling off his own team. They know that the clock is on their side in that match, that Farah has to get in, Farah has to get kills, and they can just deploy all their resources to holding the position. And I mean, I'll give it to Team CC. They fought out really well in some of those engagements, but
Bro, have you seen this funny ass emote?
Edge in this map.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my god!
CC, right? Because you need to invest so much to get up close to get that engage going. And then if you're Space Station, you get to hold your ultimates, you get to flip momentum, and that's what we saw several times on the Ash, of course, there. Investing the nano, like you said. So, CC, they got busy though, they got involved. I still, though, I gotta say, Jake, I left that map feeling like CC, they at least have a chance.
I mean, look, Chris Winston...
He was in there. He was committed, Jake. You gotta give it. He was committed.
It's really good that the Wrecking Ball ban is gone. That's what I'm going to say, Johnny. That's as diplomatic as I can be after what Kellen just did to them on Ilios.
Oh, come on. He got invested.
He took off the map of Primal!
Yeah, but, you know, you're on stage. There's a lot of adrenaline going.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm not gonna lie. I think if Gaga hit this Primal, they low-key would have won.
You just missed. Oh, that was...
I'm going to give it to Kaneki, though. Kaneki on the Farah.
Thank God he ain't hit it.
Making a lot of plays, getting active. And it's what you got to do on this Farah comp, but I just felt there was too many moments where Team CC are just, they feel disconnected. Like individually, there's strong plays from the Farah, from the Tracer. They're finding opportunities. But man, when SSG hit, they hit hard, they hit together. They're like all cohesively on the same page, playing that defensive style, like whether it's the nanos to Seeker, the counter dives, the Winston bubbles. And then, I mean, Sugarfree's just like doing his thing, just dropping picks. Like it's like every 10 seconds in the fight, Sugarfree gets a kill like clockwork. It's scary playing against.
Yeah, but okay, so if we're on the side of CC here, and we're looking for a way to them to win this series, I still think that the fully commit strategy is going to be the recipe for success here for this team. Kaneki goes in with the Farah, lands some rockets, Gaga goes deep, tries to follow up on that damage, Pineapple on the Tracer.
But they're talking about Lenny like he King Von.
Because we know when these fights break down, that is when SSG is really going to shine. That is when Sugarfree is going to get the upper hand in the Tracer head-to-head. That is when Kellen is going to outplay Gaga. So if you see like...
I got you talking there so far. Go SSG, let's go. Thank you, Garfield fan.
When it comes to strategy, of course they have played some Ramatra, they have played some Juno Brig, but forcing that against SSG here, it's still, you know, it's still a tough task. They're way more comfortable on the dive heroes, Jake.
I mean, we haven't seen much NQS yet. I do think that's New Queen Street is a real spot where you could play the Wrecking Ball if you want to go that style. Maybe even like a double flex support look. Consider could take us to Blizzard World, another map where I think ball is actually quite viable. But it's scary because those are also both maps where Seeker's hit scan is going to be a huge threat, and I think it's going to be potentially awkward. Like if you're going to double down on Kaneki's Farah. I mean, I'm trying to think where you really take us. Maybe Kings is like the best farm map.
Yeah, I think that's a good shout.
Suravasa.
Yeah.
Those are your best bets here. So, you know, maybe that's the direction you want to go if it comes to doubling
If I was an SSG here, I would honestly consider a Farah ban. Because I think that Kaneki is so comfortable on that Farah. And if you probably move Kaneki to the Tracer actually, and Pineapple will play the hit scan instead. And that's clearly a look I favor SSG on. So we'll have to see what Hunter got in this little,
he's got a lot of serious
dude, I'm so tired.
Draft book, a lot of information that he consults.
Surely he must have some notes. I mean, there's a lot of scenarios. You're not just winging it on stage. Come on.
I'm so tired of listening to this intermissions.
You would just sit in a chair there, you know, hands in your pockets, and be like, "Yeah, we'll bounce this."
It's all in here, you know. It's all in here. It's that's what we need, you know, from the coach. They need to adapt in the moment.
What kind of access do you have to your memories? I can't memorize that many different
scenarios. No, you watch the game, bro. Like they're Winston jumping off the web with Primal. We don't need to ban Winston.
Oh, come on now.
All right, I'm sorry, but it's 4 a.m., Johnny. I'm in your house. I have a rip tire, and I'm blowing up the Winston.
Oh no!
I'm blowing up the Winston. It's literally 4 a.m.
Oh my. Oh no, not the rip tire, Jake.
Sorry, bro. You're right next to me. That's on you. Bad positioning.
Bad positioning? I thought we were teammates, Jake. I thought we were teammates, and you're gonna unleash a rip tire on me at 4 a.m.? Oh my god. Yeah, we're losing our minds here a little bit. course, Team CC. This is an eliminations match in the lower bracket after SG lost to Crazy Raccoon, CC lost to Nightmare. So this is Team CC fighting for their life.
I think you're on the money with the Farah ban. I wonder if CC have to ban it.
If they don't ban Far, bro, I'm freaking out on Hunter.
Is the other question. I mean, I don't even think the Far is like good on this map. Like, I think it's like playable, but I think you're kind of forcing it. But maybe that's what CC's about. Maybe it's like the ball Farah style could be good.
Ban Kiriko. Okay.
I mean,
Well,
maybe if you're gonna play like an on a ball style, you're worried about Kiri just cleansing, you know, whether it's cleansing your slams or something of that nature.
Okay, thank God.
For SSG.
There you go.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, for CC here, like, you probably stick with the composition, Jake. Obviously, you can't play the Far anymore, but
Jin Solo donated $1. I love you PGE are the main reason I am trying to start streaming.
That's what's up, bro.
okay, so, you know, a fun little trivia here for you on the broadcast. And obviously, take this lightly because this is not
I appreciate it.
hard analysis research. Can I get what the signature heroes are on Wikipedia?
Farah, and Farah.
No. It's Ana, Kiriko, and Farah.
Yeah, the series looking real good for them, Johnny. They're in a great spot. They're really making the comeback now.
Yeah, it's tough here because Kaneki is really like a flex damage player for this team who can flex the support as well if they need it. But they have a third damage player waiting in the wings as well, which is insane. Who
I'm the wolf thanks to 5 months.
Well, but it's more hit scan oriented, whereas Kaneki is more flex oriented in that role, of course. And then Pineapple plays everything apparently for this team. So a lot of options for CC if they wish to make a player substitutions. Of course, they're not fully committed to this Farah. It's not like they're Farah one tricks by any means, but it is probably their best chance in this
You going to be doing
series.
giveaway? I'm going to fucking bed.
Is that it's first to 3, and well, you get the Farah ban out of the question, you can play the Farah rest of the way.
Guys, we're in a great spot. We lost the first 2 maps, but they used some good bans on us. Am I right? Am I right? We're making the comeback now.
Look, you're gonna grasp at any straws you have, Jake.
I want to see the Gaga Wrecking Ball come out. That is what I want to see. I do think Ball can work. I think it's comfortable for the pilot, and it always throws that X factor. Could put a little bit of pressure on Seeker.
You playing the lower bracket? Yeah,
Okay,
with
I think
3-0.
Seeker could bring out like a Cassidy or a Sojourn here, and if he's just lights out, if he's just like popping heads.
Cocktails testing in the 2 months.
Okay, let me ask you this, Jake. How good do you think Ball is currently? Can we start there?
I mean, I think it's like okay. Like I think it's like worse than Winston realistically. But I
You been up all night?
It's like always playable.
Yep.
It's crazy on the ball. It's always playable. I mean, Crazy Raccoon played it. They were styling.
Avon made it work in 2019.
It can be done. I mean, Crazy Raccoon did it like an hour ago. Like you don't have to dig that deep.
Did they make it happen on Suravasa, Jake?
Maybe not Suravasa. Okay, they're gonna go with the Winston.
VP1.
For Gaga.
As they should. Look, this is, again, I said it in map 1, but CC, they're realistically going to play the Winston Brigana.
All right,
that is what they're most
they're
comfortable.
playing a better comp now, frankly. So, I mean, I think the Far comp is, it's like I can
Thanks for streaming us, bro.
but it's so
No
obvious.
problemo.
They
Thanks for watching.
read that, they knew it was coming.
Serial bar, thanks for 10 months.
Team CC are gonna be forced into some aggressive
So cold? Nah, it's actually so cold.
He is a stronger poke hero in this match.
Sub song is Malhor Freestyle.
Get active to pressure the enemy team.
You mean more energetic?
That's it, Seeker gets bursted by a
I'm
rail.
really sick, man.
Follow-up shot for the dive. SSG with 4 alive, trying to stabilize, trying to
Be
focus
close,
on
bro.
Kellen being chased down, trying to escape from the fight, can't quite get it. And Pineapple with 2 in the fight. It's enough for CC to get that opening cap.
I think we're seeing a bit of a pattern here. Very aggressive, take forward positioning here, so need to put pressure on Gaga, because in that very moment, Gaga's up on the point, Goomba stomps Seeker.
See if I have an extra cough drop.
Situation. So Spacestation, let's see how they adapt to this play of CC, now with high ground control here on the point.
Yeah, Sugar Free on the retake. Let's see what he can get done on the Tracer. Kellen dies kind of on the high ground and almost zapped
Oh
down.
my goodness.
Oh my god, Halo.
It was a very scary, too close to call there. Gaga though felt the pressure.
There
While
we go.
Sports turned to the Soj. The pressure came in elsewhere. Sugar Free cleans up. Super Rich on the
I've seen it now. SG in 5.
For this world with Sugar Free and Kellen on his tail. And it's a quick flip for Spacestation Gaming.
This is such a tough matchup now for CC, because like, where do you find the advantage in these compositions? Do you think Kaneki is going to take on the Tracer head to head? Pineapple.
Kappa
finding picks here against Seeker on the Sojourn. Gaga leads in. They have the Nano here, so they're gonna trigger it, but
Whoa.
what can make you happy with it?
It's a pretty rough nano. The nade though onto Seeker is gonna get the kill.
Okay.
Okay, far away, maybe the Ana.
Bro, Farway's actually been playing really good.
Pulse bomb from Sugar Free, can't get the connection. Is shut down again, also by
3
the
versus
Ana.
5.
Nade onto Kellen, trades it back, 3 versus 4. Kellen can get the primal, this could be winnable. Kaneki finds Bliss.
Dang, was that needed?
CJ should end things, Kellen.
Ayo.
Just has to fall back, just has to take the reset. Can he get out on the Winston? He's falling back. Yeah, seems like he's out of the woods for now. And that's a big, I mean, Faraway was the hero in that fight.
Big Nana there. Get some momentum going, of course.
That shit felt personal.
Some props as well, Jake.
Yeah.
Big Tracer moment for Kaneki, so
Pulse bomb.
can criticize Kaneki, but came out on top there. Now, Gaga with the primal. Let's see those mechanics, Jake.
Team CC though, need to bridge the gap to this rally. Gaga could help buy that time with the primal rage. Spacestation touching with the front line, back line playing slow, waiting out that bubble. Now a redive, primal onto Seeker, instantly
my.
set by CJ. He's gonna wake up in a moment. Pineapple trying to fire back now. Beat comes down from Bliss, not on the Kellen, but the rest of the team gets it. They're fighting strong. CJ low under the beat though, needs to be saved in this moment. Seeker needs to find something in the OC under pressure, but turns it around on Gaga on extreme low HP. Parting headshot as well onto the enemy Sojourn.
4v3.
This in contest, only 3 players live for SSG. Kellen is low. Very
What?
tough fight. OC from Pineapple.
What?
Securing this first point for Team CC.
Wow, what a drawn out fight there. Space Station. It looked like they weathered the storm temporarily, but then CC that turns it around, finds a couple of picks, gets a contest here from Sugar Free, recall force, but there's not going to be a second touch here, maybe. Kellen gets involved there.
He's gonna die for this, right?
No ultimate.
Oh my god, it's actually winnable. It's actually winnable.
Starting to get scary now. Johnny, Space Station Gaming still healthy. The point contest is difficult here. Nano comes in onto Gaga.
Oh, they hadn't used Nano. Bro, Spacestation had at least like one. Wait, never count out Lenny. Never count out Lenny. Never count out Lenny. Never count out Lenny.
Continuing to fight this one out, does not care about the number. CJ though, Seeker with the Nano. Just before he dies, Kellen looking to clutch this one out. Seeker coming back fast on the Sombra, and somehow
Wait, never count out Lenny.
snatched this one back.
CD dies though. Team CC, they should be able to regroup here if they stay alive and get a 5 versus 4. No ultimates on the board for CC. This could be an early opportunity for CC if they get involved.
Man, this is so scary though. Space Station Gaming with incredible tenacity. Slide force on the Pineapple could be a target. Seeker looking to engage. Winston on the point now, being pressured. Recap comes in for CC though. This is good for them. Pressure on SSG. They have to keep touching. CJ, nade finds one onto the enemy brig. Can he stabilize? Can they keep Kellen alive?
Oh my god, CJ.
Second, the Ana's coming in so clutch here on the opening map of Suravasa. This point has gone on way longer than it has any right to, but I think CJ has done
Oh
it.
my god.
He came back and clutched out.
That was actually insane from Lenny.
The first one. This was not
Oh my god, who's he feeling like?
CC's point to win.
Nah, you just... Braun had the ball. You never needed the work.
What did these guys are saying? Braun had the ball. David, what?
That stall was ridiculous from SSG. The fact that
Come
they're
on.
George GFP thinks the 4 months.
but they stabilize and get the win. I mean, that's masterful play from SSG.
How did CC get 2?
I mean, he's the GOAT. He's just the GOAT like that. Team CC on the retake with the brig. Let's see what they can get done. Sugar Free has
Bro,
the
if I-
bomb, looking to stick it on an unsuspecting support. Team CC though have a nice bank of ultimates, just a few % away. Gaga with the primal. Let's see what he can get done. But it's SSG who want to take the aggression in.
Kellen's gonna primal here.
Oh yeah,
Kellen's getting
you
involved.
can't turn too much and focus him. They're trying to deal with him, trying to put the pressure on, but this is also creating an opportunity for the cap.
Oh?
Pulse bomb goes wide.
Okay, what?
Shuts down Sugar Free. Player advantage for CC though. This is a position for them to get the recap. Here's Gaga with the primal. Can he get the connection? Trying to pull one, but slept, danced away from the backline.
Nice
Kellen
pulls.
down. It's
Yeah,
a flip for
that's it.
CC.
That's the cap right there.
Bro, this is so sloppy.
Momentum there with the pick onto Sugar Free. Kaneki secures the 2K. And now you have the ultimates. Needs to be said, you got a rally and a nano. Double support ultimate available for SSG as well here. Pineapple coming up on the OC. So CC once again in a position here, Jake, to at least get some fight wins on the board. They're in control here off the point. Could secure their first point here on Suravasa.
Yeah, typically I'd favor the rally in this spot over the beat. Nano comes in, onto Kellen. He's naded though, he's low. That forces a
Nice.
relatively early beat from
Nice
Bliss.
nade.
But they're bursting down super right. He lost the rally. Double Nano comes online, but there's no one to heal far away. He's eventually gonna fall to the Sugar Free Tracer most likely. Pineapple finds a
Wait,
connection.
but-
Bliss off the map.
Uh,
Pineapple with the
Huh?
third.
Huh?
What happened to Bliss?
But what?
Man, where's his team? Maybe, wait, hold on.
Oh,
Can
wait,
you-
how is he alive? Okay. Okay. Pineapple with the clean 3k there on the OC. Okay, 85%. Sugar Free is dead. Someone will have to get the touch here. Kellan should be able to jump in, or Bliss perhaps.
This
Yeah,
one's
there's Kellan.
desperate though. I mean,
I've seen it before.
Kellan needs to live.
Exactly. I won't
Nice.
count them out until we see it, but this is a scary one on the retake. Pineapple's scared though. He's playing very passive.
Oh my god, far away.
Take a nade. Look at that 4-man nade from CJ. That sends Team CC reeling. Spacestation Gaming once again back in with their backs against the wall, but they're not feeling the pressure at all. They're continuing
Oh my god.
on, chasing CC all the way back to
All
the
the way
spawn, wiping them.
Push it all the way to spawn. Why not fight out here?
Okay, yeah, surely the Tracer chase that deep into the flank is too much.
Look, Seeker has the OC here, Jake.
This is
So
such a
why
scary
not just
thing
make
to
some
retake.
space for Seeker here?
Am I right? You heard saying this? Whoop.
I think Kellan's Primal is the bigger threat. I mean, look at him. He's in a beautiful position to get a back dive. CC don't see coming. Slide use. Hold on.
Wait, what?
Very vulnerable. Counterflank comes in on a Seeker. Limits on the
Wait, what? He killed one? Are you serious?
Let's see what Sugar Free can do with the OC. He's got to find a connection here. Seeker.
Bro, there's no one here.
I mean, he's pressuring the wins and Gaga's the Primal probably. No, he's holding it for now.
What?
Okay, Pineapple.
I boxed with this in Formless. Whoop.
But Kellan still has that Primal. Still can look to double down. If I know anything about SSG is that they won't give up easy.
No, onto Seeker here. But under so much pressure, Gaga has the primal range here. Seeker should go down, surely. He
Oh, we
does.
nanoed?
And that primal should be enough. Pineapple gets a 2k there. There should be CC on the board.
Kellan, surely too low to clutch this one out. Bliss, CJ, falling. Kellan too low to come into the point. And CC, as you mentioned, on the board for now. Pineapple Man on the Sojourn has been lights out. When his team needed a hero, he stood up. He answered.
The subs on Ball Horror Freestyle by Blade.
Quite a few of the last fights.
Yeah, I think that's quite noteworthy, actually, that it has to be said that Sugar Free died early a few times on that second point, and that can't happen. Sure, you can play aggressive, you can get involved with the Winston, but if your Tracer goes down, and it turns into a 4 versus 5 situation, that's not.
Oh my god, beautiful nade from CJ. Holy shit.
Rally though from Super Rich. It's not enough to save Pineapple. The follow-up comes in from Seeker, sliding in aggressively. And Spacestation Gaming are now taking it into the rally. Full confidence from the squad.
Wait, how did CJ die though?
But Spacestation showed no indication of backing down. They're continuing to.
Oh my god, we nano-jaxed.
They lost the Nano. It was coming out to keep the Brig alive, but don't get it in time. That's a Nano wasted for CC and SSG now.
Oh my god, that's actually game losing.
This has a Sunbird if need be.
CJ's coming back as well. Pulse
And that's game winning.
On to Kellan. Beat couldn't come down in time. Spacestation Gaming are going to recommit. Just the DPS and the Lucio trying to fight it out with this sound barrier. They need to find kills. Seeker.
Big boop.
Oh my god, Bliss.
But yeah, too deep onto the
Bliss redemption?
Full cooldown. Spacestation grabbed the cap, but they're not long for this fight.
Yeah, just a couple of players here, and they're going to back up for now. Kellan thinks better of it, does not commit to the point. And
Okay, Bliss swap Brig.
Swaps over to the Brig, so we have a pure mirror on our hands here.
My Tracer's name Kaneki, not even me.
Pineapple with one as well.
The OC battle. I mean, Pineapple's been the key playmaker in this map. Has made the difference time and time again. Nade comes in from far away, but there's no follow-up dive. And now it's the OC trade. Advantage for CC holding the point. Positionally gives them an edge. But Sugar Free with the pulse bomb could turn that right on its head. He's already starting to win this Tracer duel. Forces the recall, takes the packs, putting a lot of pressure here on the flank. Gaga is low. And it looks like it's just going to be a cap here for Spacestation Gaming. CC electing to kite this OC, but giving up point control. I'm not
Nah, I know where he lives at.
Yeah, tough spot here for CC.
And we missed that.
Another great nade from CC
Okay.
there. Spacestation going to capitalize. Primal here. Kellan turns it on, unleashes it.
Damn.
Very nice Primal from Kellan. It's an expensive retake from Spacestation, cost them 3 ultimates. Team CC elected not to really force that fight. They backed down. They lived to fight another day with a big bank of ultimates though. Spacestation Gaming only a nano to their name. But man, if CJ can find a nade, I almost wonder if the ults even matter for Team CC.
Yeah, I still think you're in a good spot here for SSG because you're going to get the recontest even if you lose this next.
Bro, let him find the shit out of Kaneki. Oh, whoa.
Shades of Shy.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
It's a combo that you cannot ignore. Spacestation getting out tempo there. Trade was good on the flank from Kaneki. Meant that Spacestation couldn't steal the tempo away with their own nano boost, and the nano OC just blew them out of the water, frankly. Once Pineapple started to find connections, there was no hope in that fight.
Let's see what CC elects to do here. You got a primal. So
Don't play with the
get
pen.
aggressive with it.
No
Going
pineapple.
to build this OC
Have a
alone,
pen.
just invested it, of course.
Have a
Opportunity here to go
pineapple.
aggressive with the rally or the primal. Can I guess well? How's the pulse?
Alright.
No, the seeker.
Alright.
Finds one, CJ finds
Oh, wow.
another
Can I get
onto
that
the
as well?
tracer.
That's point one. That's point one. That's point one.
Yes, he is. He's gonna take the commitment.
Wait, what?
Came in.
Wait, what?
Now, coming in
Wait,
from
what?
Rally, so powerful in these low
Wait,
numbers.
what?
Sugar-Free and Kellen have to fight this one out. But a primal and a rally, surely that's too much, even for Sugar-Free. Taking the whip shot there.
Even for Sugar-Free, you know who he is?
Low HP.
That's King Vaughn.
Needs to have these respawn
That's King Vaughn.
Overtime available though for Spacestation Gaming. They can give up the flip and come back in for a last touch. We've seen them do this time and time again. They're masters in this kind of pressure moment.
They're close to ultimate as well. 80% across the board.
Big
Nice,
nade.
huge nade from far away actually.
Where's the follow-up though? No connection, no kill. Spacestation trading the pressure, keeping the OT rolling. The ultimates are ticking up, 10% on quite a few of them. Rally comes out first from Bliss. Now the pressure comes
Oh my god.
in. Spacestation Gaming swarming over the point.
God.
Oh my god.
CC off the map here and cleaning up what looks like the second point on Suravasa.
Bro, this is actually way too close. What the fuck, bro? Lock it in.
Team CC are making them work for it, but Spacestation come out on top.
They stalled it out again and built those.
Actually, I'm not even close at all. We had like 4 ults.
Made the difference there in that overtime fight. So close between these two teams, but SSG, they find a way to just stay alive for long enough to build the ultimates that flip it around, and now 2-1 lead here on Suravasa.
This is not a good spot for Team CC. Big ultimate bank for Spacestation. They're in point position here, in control. Kellen comes over to the flank, gets up, but he's got a primal. You don't want to go in a small room with Kellen right now, and they have to fall back here, kiting away the primal. Sugar-Free, no pulse pump connection. Seeker pops the OC as well. Wait, all the ultimates came out for SSG.
Wait, we just used all 3 ultimates.
They don't get kills.
What?
Fall back immaculately there. And so Spacestation have blown their advantage. They get the point cap off it. That's something. But well played by Team CC to survive with their lives.
Yeah, huge kite, and now they have the advantage in the ultimate bank here. Oh, nice nade onto Seeker.
Kiting, beautiful slides. Gets
Huge
out of
kite.
trouble. Just barely survives. CJ now has
Oh my god.
CJ is outplaying on the flank. There's 2 from CJ. Sugar-Free gets the clean up, and Team CC so close yet so far. CJ snatches it away again.
Temple thinks the 5 months. Ooh.
Crazy early on this map.
TJ playing crazy.
They're playing. Watches it up versus G. They should have won that fight. They were in a hole, they used all their ultimates, and yet they turned it around. Beautiful kite by Seeker, and then CJ turns it around once more, and now this is last fight territory here for SSG.
Team CC, they have the ultimates they need. Nade comes in though, Brig forced into a very defensive position on the rally. Gaga finds CJ in the Chaos Spacestation, elected to go.
Nah, Gaga's angry. What?
Looks like they're gonna lose and get wiped here, but they force 2 key ultimates and they're able to reset relatively quick here. If Sugar-Free and Kellen can stay alive, not much time for Team CC to regroup or farm ultimates. This is just another good position for Spacestation to potentially close out the map.
Yep, this is fine for SSG. They're content, sitting back, and Jake. Sugar Braun.
Oh my god.
There it is. No ults left for CC.
Sugar Braun has the ball. What?
Fight as well. So difficult to find a play. Maybe Pineapple with the OC can make it happen. Sugar-Free doesn't have recall, but he does not care. He will not back down from this position. Now CC falling back, hoping to force an overtime. They know they need their Ana in
And we
this
got
game,
Rally.
but the clock's against them. They have to
They need
get
a
the
miracle
point.
from Pineapple.
Pineapple.
Oh my Lenny.
Sugar-Free cuts him down even after the
Oh my god, Lenny.
It's all over for Team CC. No shot you can contest into this. Braun's got the ball and he's beating you down with it.
What?
Oh my
What happened to
God,
basketball?
what a comeback from
Say like he
Sugar-Free.
slam dunked or something, man. What? What do you mean he beat me down with a ball? What? Yo, what?
Turns it on the last couple of points, makes some huge plays there in the last fight. And SSG, they come out on top there on Suravasa. Firm 2-0 lead in this series, Jake.
Look, you know, for Team SSG, I don't think this feels amazing, like that so many points go that close. But for the fans at home, man, it feels good.
Dude, how many times has it gone that close and Lenny has bailed him, or Lenny and CJ in that map?
High pressure scenario.
That was actually
over
fucking
and
crazy.
over again in the map, they can edge it out. They can come out on top and continue to play with that incredible discipline.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think they're doing an amazing job just like stalling out these points, right? The fact that they're making the right decisions, they're playing the right way. SSG, yes, this series looks a bit close, but I don't think they're committing a bunch of mistakes, right? Arguably over-invested ultimates in a couple of fights there, but for the most part, they're playing some damn good Overwatch in this series, and they're making sure that they stay on top on this series.
I mean, Pineapple was really nice on the Sojourn. He made their lives very difficult. Kaneki was good on the Tracer as well. I feel like Team CC, they don't need to come out with some crazy comp. They can compete, but in the end, it's scary. Can you continue to run this now that you're down in the hole 2-0? Do you go back to the Wrecking Ball? Do you go back to the Pharah? I mean, it's such a difficult call to make in this spot. You found some success, but in the end, it felt like all those points were snatched away from you.
Yeah. You could make the case that, I mean, you're a few CJ plays away from actually winning that map, right? Sugar-free, a beautiful pull spawn there. But yeah, I think if you are CC, you look at that map, if you're the coach and you're just like, I can't believe that SSG won that map. Like, we should have had a couple of those points, but SSG, they stalled it out. I think if I'm CC here, I'm not changing anything. I think we've got, you know, some pretty good proof already that we can stand up against SSG in these comps. We're just not winning it.
I do feel like Sugar-free is creating a clear gap on the server. And I think, you know, honestly, as much as I want to hype up CJ for the ridiculous plays he's making, I feel the Honda trade is actually pretty competitive. Faraway also finding huge plays of his own, also being that big playmaker when the squad needs him most. But man, just across the board, there's too many strong, comfortable players. I mean, we talked about NA
I'm back.
playing this Winston dive all year long, looking really solid on it, and Spacestation Gaming, they're incredibly comfortable in this matchup.
This is Chinese Overwatch, Jake. Bless you. This is Chinese Overwatch. I mean, because we talk about once again and how much they love playing the dive, but it is kind of like a region thing as well. Like, China loves to play these kind of compositions. They obviously have so many players.
Just ran 3-minute ads. Good luck, have fun.
Like we've talked about, but then, like you said as well, North America, both Nightmare and SSG, this is what they played in the grand final. They loved playing these Ana-based compositions with the Winston, of course. And so we're seeing two regions going head-to-head in the composition they love to play.
Good night, Ross. Well.
It's so good. This is probably the most fun it gets in Overwatch. This is kind of peak. This is kind of peak. We gotta take a moment to celebrate that we're seeing some of the very best players in the world in Overwatch on their respective heroes playing. I think one of the highest skill compositions that you can come out with here in the server. And so Spacestation Gaming, they're up 2-0. They want to cruise forward to an easy victory. You know, go to sleep and start thinking about those matches tomorrow. Team CC have to force a reverse sweep from this spot. And with how good Spacestation is with their back against the wall, that is a scary place to be.
It's a very scary place to be. So where do you go next, Jake? I mean, are we just going to Esperanza again? Like, because
yeah,
honestly, we haven't seen a lot of maps here. I wonder, like, what is a map that, you know, could be up their sleeve? Like Route 66 or something? Like, I have seen them play that map in the qualifiers, but it's tough. Are we going back to the Pharah? Like, at this point, I'm like, why play the Pharah? Like,
Pineapple
the Tracer
was nice on the Soch. Pineapple was better on the
was
Soch.
nice. Skip the Pharah. Like,
What happened 1500? What are you talking about?
Just fine. You know, I was dogging on him for being a sport player, but he was doing just fine. He was on his own on Tracer, all right?
Yeah,
maybe not. Sugar-free's
Oh.
insane. So, okay,
My nose, I'm getting clawed.
stable. He wasn't like feeding on Tracer. He was doing his job. Pineapple
I'm
was
willing
doing
to
more
go
than that.
one step further here, Jake. I think Kaneki played.
Phone
quite
counter?
good, actually. Oh my goodness. Who is he? Route 66?
This is a wild move because I'm not convinced this is a Winston map. I feel like this may be a Hazard map or like a Diva map.
It is a strong Hazard map. Yeah, you're right.
Historically, Winston is good on this map. There's been times where it's really strong, but I feel like a rush styles or like a hybrid dive rush style tends to be a little bit stronger in my eyes. But SSG could just be like, you know what, screw it, we're running it back. We're gonna.
Well, okay, who is SSG gonna ban?
Anything else.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because you know what you're getting with CC. There's going to be no...
Loki ban Onago Juno
Bring is actually really powerful here.
Okay.
Because the reason I don't think we're going to see double flex from CC is because they have Super Arch in that role. Obviously changed his name going into this year as well. But if you're familiar with some of the old Overwatch esports history, Super Arch, of course, was part of that.
But Jet is so dumb. What do you do?
That did so well. And that was him playing for most of the time, right? So removing that fig is going to put him in a situation where, you know, you can have...
This is so tough, bro.
Like that. Don't think we're going to see double flex, and so this puts actually CC in a tricky spot here on route.
Yeah, I think it's also one of the better supports from a matchup perspective against the Hazard, if that's the direction that Spacestation want to go. As much as they played a lot of dive, Hazard can be played in that dive style. It's a little bit more of a hybrid look, but I think Route 66 is like...
Okay, we got Insane in. Let me see how it is.
Insane come in for Kaneki, so I wonder... This signals a bit of a change up for CC.
Shit about to be insane or
this
what?
Is the moment to do it, right? Where you know what? If you want to make a change, if there's any kind of combo
Let me
up
know.
your sleeve, this is the elimination map in the tournament. You came this far. Maybe give somebody else a shot.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to predict what they're
The
thinking.
Hunters fans representing.
Yeah, I
Shout
saw
out
Shanghai
the Tokyo
Dragons
Hunters,
jersey as
baby.
well. Yeah, they're repping all the Overwatch League jerseys there. I'm so intrigued by this sub. So when I did my research, Insane plays the Tracer, but also some of the hit scan heroes. So we might even see Pineapple move over to the Tracer in
You
this
can't
scenario.
take Pineapple off Soj after what we just saw. That
But
would
also,
be
I'm like,
criminal.
Kaneki did fine on the Tracer. See some mid-tournament adaptations, especially from the Korean teams as they jostle with each other.
Bro, Falcons
But
are
it's
going
going
to
to be
force
some kind
everyone
of
to
a
play Mauga.
Winston
Mark my
composition here.
words.
Well, you know.
I missed it, my bad, bro.
Mauga team's gonna Mauga, but
Bang.
at least we're getting some Winston gameplay here, Jake.
Yeah, a couple players dropping super low right off the rip for CC. Spawn hold looking really nice for SSG. Damage onto the high ground,
Oh,
followed
no.
up with a quick right click from Kellen. And the spawn camp. This is a spot where things could get a little bit scary here. Team CC needs to break this position, but it's not easy. I mean, it's actually quite a strong place to hold for the defenders. Seeker has that Overwatch position, and Insane struggling to get in on the flank. Gonna be marked by that Lucio.
This is such an annoying fight for
Oh.
CC. Gaga goes down as well.
Wait.
Okay, Seeker.
No way. That boop was insane. What?
This should be a spawn camp broken here. Spacestation Gaming backing off for the moment, looking to potentially stay alive and
But
reset.
still, though,
But
Jake,
they're still on the, I mean, Sugar Free, gosh, dying on the card is a safe play here.
yeah, I still have to say though that first.
What'd I say?
minute
What'd I
is
say?
Gone because
Yeah.
essentially what is just like a free fight. Like if you're Spacestation Gaming, like you didn't really lose anything. You'll get back with speed. It's not like CC can capitalize with any kind of positioning here. Yes, you have some roof control here.
If SSG move fast, they can get the 3 fight here. That's the dream in this map. Haoyo-chan, very
Nice
quick
move,
beat
actually.
though. I wonder if SSG see this coming. Bliss only 50% to his own. Immediate beat coming out from CC. They need to get aggressive. They need to capitalize on this. Kellen's extremely
Oh,
low. Forced
Kellen.
out of the fight. CJ is down. And I think this was unexpected.
Wait. Why are Team CC turning the fuck up?
But if they die on cart now, I think there's a very good
Wait.
chance they get back.
No, let me guess one here. Come on.
Should die in the spawn here, 1v2 against the Lucio. Surely even Sugar Free can't do this.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Yeah, who you think you are, man?
Spawn committed as well. This is a. I mean, SSG are going to get back because of the space created, but I don't think.
Boy, slow down.
I don't think that's good there for CC now. 5 versus 4 situation for CC. They could very much just drop the Kitsune Rush on the point and cap this point out.
I mean, Spacestation Gaming are continuing to fight this, dropping a rush of their own. Bliss goes down again, though. Not going to be able to get that beat online. Kellen.
Wait, why is Insane going insane right now?
So CC are going to clean up point 1.
Yo, Insane. Living up to the name. 2K. Okay, pushing the momentum. There you go.
All right, here's the
Wants
crowd.
to get involved in front of the crowd.
Crowd's starting to feel it, getting some of the energy up.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Team CC needs.
Sugar Bar needs to use his laser eyes. No cap.
Some of that momentum start to pop up and make plays. A pulse bump
Is Insane the X Factor?
order.
Is it Senga?
Let's get aggressive here. Gaga close to a Primal Rage. Make some space for Pineapple here. Make it hard for SSG to come out. Sugar Free takes the low ground here. So SSG, they got out all safe and fine. And now they can build on this positioning here. Gaga is contesting, has a Primal, should be able to stay alive. Just both teams trading positioning here, Jake.
Seeker taking it wide with Yossi. If he wants to pop it now, is going to rip it, looking for connections. Primal forced onto
Oh my.
Oh, insane. Tracer
That shot was insane.
Winston sent packing. And SSG make the hold with only the overclock. Gaga low as well.
Use the
Gotta
Primal.
be careful, gotta fall back.
That's a lost Primal.
Let me know.
for Gaga
Say that
as well.
again.
And now only Pineapple with an ultimate. This is SSG now. Very confident.
Sugar Vaughn gonna do it.
Maintain that space, keep Kellen alive. Bliss as well with the sound barrier. SSG looking good here. And CC, they have to find something going for them to get out of these close choke points.
Walking out high ground, so difficult. Gaga takes a bit of attention. Here's Pineapple, looking to get active, slides over the high ground.
Okay.
Oh.
The beat counter from Bliss. Spacestation Gaming stabilizing, and that was also a beat committed by CC. Now the slide force here. Pineapple out of cooldowns. Kellen on the chase down, not this Sojourn, dead to rights here.
God
Beautiful
damn.
primal from Kellen, gets the cleanup. CJ takes down Insane. DPS down for Team CC, and they're sent packing. Option for a spawn camp here for SSG. If they want it, looks like they're gonna get active, gonna push deeper into the spawn.
Big vibes, perhaps. Oh, Kellen jumps back.
One insane shot from Seeker, hitting it from far away. Pineapple, Gaga, Hayokion.
In hand.
Let me know.
Can't trade Kitsune
Okay.
Rushes here. This high ground.
Yeah, stick to type in. Can you add this 7TV emote?
Kinda rotate here.
Leave the jokes to me, buddy.
An opening. Gaga is going to work his way under here to contest that positioning, and meanwhile,
It's hard to
Fight
deploy
here,
the rush
11.
on offense.
Yeah.
You have
So
to-
mean. Oh, I'm the
This
mean one.
is not easy. Rush
the
comes
rush.
out for CJ on defense. Insane, trying to battle out on this high ground. The rest of Team CC falling back, trying to kite away from that ultimate. Trade good for the moment, but if Tracer goes down, nope, is gonna stay alive.
Tell a joke right now.
Back far away, rips the rush, and now it's Spacestation's turn to kite. It's gonna open up some card push for the offense. CC now pressuring into the flank on the Lucio. Insane looking for that pulse bomb connection. Ever elusive in this composition.
So you finally got some space here.
Waste up guy is kinda a
Make
meanie.
pulse bomb in hand. Seeker coming up on that OC. Those
Okay.
should be what SSG can engage with.
Kellen as well, 70 to the next primal. They're playing it slow on Spacestation Gaming, playing in the position. Dive comes in first for
Sound
Gaga.
barrier.
Counter dive moves, high ground dive. Soldier's holding it down, taking the duel, very low HP, needs some care, but Sugar Free takes down
Hey.
in the chaos. Beat is over for the
Hey.
Lucio, cut to pieces, and here's Seeker with the overclock. Just finishing off the attackers, 1 minute left on the clock. Team CC, that was their best shot. That was their ultimate bank. Now Spacestation Gaming in full control, coming into 4 major ultimates.
SSG are grooving. They're feeling comfortable. You got 3 ultimates coming up here. CJ close to a Kitsune Rush as well. They should have all the ultimates they need to halt CC's push here on the second point, Jake.
That's
Tuesday used.
just oppressive here from this defense.
God damn, man. Let him breathe.
Rotate Gaga. Are you even going to primal this? Pineapple has found one, but Gaga down in the chaos. Couldn't pump the primal. Tracer stalling card, but yeah, no way you're getting out of this. Barway finds one. Sugar Free, though, on the chase, has the blink advantage. Looking for the cleanup. Tracer as well on the cards. No, she'd be able to get out to her team for the moment. So Insane should be able to make the touch happen. Pineapple dodges the
check.
bomb. And now another opportunity for Team CC as they come in on the offense, but they're going to have to weather the storm. Bliss has the counter beat here, so Pineapple, as scary as the overclock can be, this can easily be turned around on him.
Gaga has the primal rage here. Or they got the touch. Can make space here for Pineapple, but Pineapple needs to pop off.
3 ults, ripped from CC. They're deploying everything here. CJ pops the rush. 1-for-1 trade, 4 and 4. Crowd is feeling overtime.
Oh.
Oh my god, that was too close for comfort. Still, IHP on the Spacestation players, but Bliss cut down the rail shot, followed up by Gaga. Battling on the cart, more players dropping. Kellen trying to fall back, trying to stay alive. HP lead for Gaga. He's chasing this one down. He's got him dead to
Wow, he lived.
Fall back to the cart, let
Is
the
that game
ball
losing?
stay
Let's
with
find out.
Battling it out on the cart. 1 second on this recall. Getting the full blink reset is going to stay alive. Potential retake here on the cards for SSG. Seeker fights far away.
Am I a Seeker?
Kellen is back, full HP in the fight. Close to that next primal. And this is Spacestation Gaming making a hold.
Damn.
They keep buying time for the spawners to get back. Callan survived. Oh, that's gonna hurt if you're CC. You could have gone that Winston pick, and then it's just Sugar Free on that point. But they get back again, contest the card, and CC really felt like they should have ended up with a second point cap there, Jake. But instead, they get held to 69 meters. And 1 point here on Route 66. SG in a great position to close this series out and advance in the lower bracket.
Yeah, SSG are just so masterful on this comp. Like
SSG looking like Thanos out there.
so clean in the clutch. Even when the resources are a bit low, they know
Time is it
to
for you?
that pressure out.
8 a.m., bro.
Everyone knows, like, look, I don't have the HP to come back in
8
this fight, but the
a.m.
only thing I can do is live and survive. Bait Gaga away from the cart, and it's guess what? It's Sugar Free finding the opportunity. You come back to clear Tracer of the cart, and now Seeker finds one as well. And so you're just being hit from all sides. This is a classic place to hold on Route 66 right there.
Davey thinks in 5 months.
Staircase on second point. Team CC, I feel like you need a very strong opening defense, maybe a spawn camp, just to really slow Spacestation Gaming down. You gotta gum up the works here. If they get rolling on this map, this series could be over.
Yeah, I mean, SSG, they shaved 1 minute of the timer here in spawn, and that's a beautiful first kind of contest, because then
Yeah,
can
inside rate.
for the rest of the point, and
Bro, Lenny has been playing Overwatch since that guy's been 10.
kind of arguably
He's been
messed up
playing
that
pro
first
since like
team.
11.
Could have had 3 touches perhaps, or Sugar Free died in spawn. If CC can replicate that, there is a chance. We've seen first point holds on this map before, so it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Oh my, wait, what?
That is no way. TP Widow and Sugar Free hits in. Spawn camp is over.
They be doing anything, man. What?
Not interested. Seeker out of the Sojourn, looking for more without Lucio. They're playing confidently into the front line. Team CC have to fall back, have to regroup at full strength. So much pressure on the defense right now. The
They
North
might be
American
boom
squad, they want to send Team CC home. Luckily for them, it's not a long flight.
Oh my. Okay, Callum jumps up, contest
Who's
base
your
here.
one?
No, he goes down again.
Big rail from Seeker got followed up, and Kellen is healthy and happy on the high ground, sitting pretty. This defense has crumbled. First point rolling away against them. Far away.
This shit just a murder, man.
It's won so fast.
What's so funny about this MO?
Third touch here, actually.
I think they're gonna. I mean, it's a, we're talking about 1 minute off the clock.
Come on.
TTC on the retake. Good luck coming out. This is so
Yo.
scary. No map position. No one's able to start this game. Gotta walk through the choke. Look at his Kellen counter dive. Bubbles off the back. Gotta find Seeker though. Okay, this is things falling apart very quickly for SSG. The dive came in first despite them having no map position.
Sugar Vaughn is crazy.
Jumps by Gaga onto the rooftops there. Finds a pick and makes space for the rest of the team. And oh my god, that looked like it was gonna be over very quickly, Jake. But instead, CC.
Wait, what happened? I looked away and CC won?
1 minute and 30 seconds off the timer here on the defense. Oh,
Hey.
give them a chance to hold. Goodness sake.
There's no mercy in their hearts. Spacestation Gaming, they want to book their ticket to stay alive in this tournament. They cannot afford to take another loss here. And they're
What?
Kellen following up on some damage onto Faraway, and that's the rush down. You're not going to be able to deploy it. Insane follows shortly behind. Tracer on the clock in SSG with 69 meters to push. It feels like a foregone conclusion. They're snowballing over the defense.
they're
So
moving on up.
isolated. He could primal this. They could pull the trigger. Kellen, for now, discipline,
So patient.
the better path.
Discipline. Iron will from Callum here. Can hold close.
Vaughn.
They have so many ults, Jake.
Vaughn.
Oh, and Seeker cuts
Vaughn.
down Lucio again. Sojourn on the high ground, forcing everyone out. CC have to fall back and hard regroup, but the card is rolling. Tracer is in.
A week later,
There's no way out. Referee's on the case.
This is going to be a desperation test from CC, waiting for Insane to spawn here, but you might have to like double support ult out of here, and if you're SSG, you can just stall that out. You can just chill. We got 4 minutes on the timer.
So many fights from CC, and the pressure is bearing down on them. Spacestation with full position. Kellen primaling in the choke, disrupting this fight.
Oh my goodness, he's on a heater right now. Stop playing with him.
CC, Gaga needs to come up huge with the primal. Seeker's already found another. Only Gaga and Insane stand in the way of Spacestation, who are cruising towards the capture. Winston is down. Tracer finds the bolt, but
Game.
cannot touch.
Game.
Team CC are going home. Space Station Gaming 3-0.
That shit too easy. That shit too easy.
To continue on for a lower bracket run, and the hometown crowd means sugar-free means everything.
A week later, in the stove, in it out. Alright, I can finally go to sleep.
On these instant compositions from SSG, who it looked prime for a lower bracket run.
Hey y'all, I'm going the fuck to sleep.
All those heroes should be popping up in the Tracer.
Are they doing interviews? Y'all can watch that, man.
Winston and nice 3-0 will be good for the
Always be yourself.
lost to Tracer Raccoon.
Appreciate the small things in life. Try to smile a bit harder than yesterday. Appreciate everyone for watching. Means a lot.